Jump up, come on, jump up. Good girl. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another monthly money update for you guys, and this one is juicy. It's embarrassing, it's juicy, and in order to spill the tea, we need coffee. That's better. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another monthly money update. My name is Zoe. I'm 24. I live in Montreal. I work as a consultant and I like airing my money dirty laundry on the internet. So if you're new, make sure you're subscribed. Whether or not you're new, please give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know that you guys like financial content, super transparent and honest content on YouTube. All right, before we dive in, I need to say, one, I always do this disclaimer. I'm so embarrassed by my behavior, by my spending behavior. I feel like I was on such a good track and I feel like I've taken like 3 giant steps backwards, and I wasn't gonna film this video. Every month I debate whether or not I should film this video because I just feel embarrassed. I feel like the content is repetitive and I feel like you guys are gonna be like ashamed of me. So I really genuinely want your feedback. Please take a moment to comment below. Do you still like these videos? If I keep messing up, like, are you still interested in watching? From my point of view, I think it's relatable and I think it's honest, and you know, I'm not coming on here trying to be anything, like any kind of expert or anything. So I feel like I would like these videos as a viewer, but you guys are the viewers. Please let me know if you want me to keep filming these videos. Your feedback really means a lot to me. And yeah, every month I struggle to film these videos, so I think just knowing that you guys are still into it would really help me a lot. Okay. So what happened this month? Why have I taken giant steps backwards? Well, the biggest thing that happened, well, two big things, two. I started a new job. So for any of you guys who have changed jobs, you know that there's that awkward in-between period where maybe you take some time off and you're not getting paid, and then you have to wait for yourself to get into the payroll system and to be, you know, in the first pay period. So I took 1 week off, and the way the pay periods are lining up means that I haven't gotten paid since the middle of June, and now it is the beginning of July. So I've been without a paycheck for like 3 weeks now. Which obviously like I'm not used to. Well, 2 weeks, and yeah, like my payment system, my banking is set up really to get paid twice a month. And when I realized this month that I wasn't going to be getting paid at the end of June, beginning of July, I was like, shit, I am fucked. The second reason for that is I went on a vacation last month, and even though I barely shopped and I feel like I was really good, you know, I didn't go crazy on vacation. Vacation's expensive. You're taking Ubers, you're going out for dinner, and all of those $20, $30, $40 bills, they just add up really quickly, and my credit card bills are really high. So that's why I'm embarrassed, because I just feel like I spent so much this month. But anyways, as usual, we're gonna get into like what I spent, how much is owing on my credit card. We're gonna move money around. I'm gonna let you guys know how much I'm putting into savings this month. And then I also wanna talk about YouTube income. We have an interesting thing for YouTube income this month. So buckle up, let's get started. I've been dreading doing this. So normally I film my monthly money updates at the middle point of the month, but now I'm filming them at the beginning because I did this whole thing. I got 1 month ahead. Thank God for that. We will talk about that. But so yeah, so now the monthly money updates are happening at the beginning of the month. So first things first, I want to pay off my credit cards because they're actually due. So normally my credit card statements come in at the middle of the month and I pay them off right away. But you know, you have that kind of grace period. So my grace period is ending tomorrow for my MasterCard. So I really need to pay this one off like ASAP because I don't want to get hit with any interest. So my current balance, or sorry, my statement balance for last month, which was, the statement date was June 10th and the payment due date is tomorrow, July 2nd, is $1,320. So that is really high. I don't even know what's on here. I mean, everything's like Vancouver. You know, $6 here, like on a croissant, blah, blah, blah. I also spent like $500 cash on getting tattoos this month. while in Vancouver. So I really did spend a lot of money. But yeah, I don't even know, guys. Honestly, I don't even want to go through line by line of this. There was just like a $60 purchase, and then it was like a bunch of $20 purchases. $80 at Provigo, which is a grocery store. Yeah, 30 bucks at the Japanese restaurant. 30 bucks. What did I buy at Barbara for 30 bucks? I don't even know. 40 bucks on flowers for my stepmom. I spent $80 on groceries again. Like, guys, it just adds up so freaking quickly. It's unbelievable. Anyways, we're gonna pay this off. So first things first is I don't have enough money in my checking account to pay that off, but as usual, I always put money aside into what I call my saving to spend account. So throughout the month, I throw money in there to get ready to pay off my credit card bill. I'm so grateful to myself that I do that, because every month when it comes time to pay my bill, I'm like, phew, at least I can pay my credit card bill. Well, this month at least I can pay one of them. Because usually my MasterCard's like $700, $800, like it's never at $1,300. Anyway, so let's transfer the money from my saving to spend to my checking. I put aside $1,150, so I'm just gonna transfer all of that, which isn't even enough, but at least it covers a huge portion of it. I'm gonna put that into my checking, and then with some of the money that's in my checking account, at least I can cover that MasterCard. So that transfer is done. Now let's pay my MasterCard. Thank God for online banking, eh? Like, imagine back in the day, which was not even that long ago, you had to go into the bank to do all of that. And fun fact, I used to work as a bank teller when I was in university. I had a job as a bank teller at TD, and yeah, people would just come in to pay their credit card bills and stuff, and I would like process the payments, but now I just get to sit here and do it. Okay, so let's pay the last statement balance, $1,320 from my checking. Submit. Now, something that I struggle with is like, why do I spend so much money? Where does all of this money go? And I know that that comes down to, Zoe, you need to make a budget. And I tried. I just hate making budgets. Like, I hate it. I hate it so much. And at the same time that like I'm annoyed at myself for spending so much money, I've also just been living such a happy life lately. Like, I'm so happy. I'm just doing everything I want to do. You know, I did put a lot of money into savings last month, and I was like feeling great. And then now we're here. And although life is so beautiful and so great, the money anxiety kicks in. So that just sucks. It sucks so much. Okay. Now, things are a little weird this month. Before we go and pay my American Express bill, I need to take a deeper dive into my checking account, because there's currently a lot of money in there, but I don't get to keep all of it. So let's talk about that. How should we do this? We're gonna talk about YouTube money now. So every month I get a payment from AdSense. That is usually my biggest earnings from YouTube, is AdSense money. And this month I got paid around $500 from AdSense. I took it, I put it straight away into my YouTube savings account. Don't touch it. So that was already done. As soon as I got paid in the middle of June, I put that money away. Now, I'm currently working with Wealthsimple on something that is so cool. I'm helping film ads for them for like social media ads. So it's not sponsored videos. You guys aren't seeing it like on my channel, but I am getting paid for those, which is so cool. It's like such an amazing opportunity. It's so like, oh, I can't believe that that's my life. Like, and then I look in my bank account and I see this money that I got paid to do that. And I don't even feel like I deserve it, because I love Wealthsimple. It's so much fun to film those videos. And then I'm like, and I get paid to do this? Like, wow. So that money is sitting in my checking account, and I need to do something with it. So it's weird to talk about, but I want to be super transparent with you guys. So for that service that I did, I was paid $2,000 Canadian from Wealthsimple. Now, because I work with a manager and an agent, I don't get to keep all of that money, because it's them who negotiated this contract. They did a lot of work for me, and they also edited the video for me. So they sent me an invoice, and let's look at the invoice and see how much money I have to give them. They take 20% of that fee. So I have to pay, so 20% of $2,000 is $400, and then they charge me $150 to edit the video. So I owe them $550 Canadian. So I'm going to pay them that straight away. So that's just a little bit of behind the scenes for you guys of like what goes into like some of the YouTube accounting. When I get a payment, I don't get to keep all of it. You guys see like $500 right off the top, and 500 is a lot of money that I don't get to keep. But that's okay because, you know, my managers, they're providing a service to me, so it's worth it. So $550 to Shifted Digital. I'm just sending that now. English, next. So now I have about $1,500 left from that Wealthsimple money. For now, I am just going to put it into my YouTube account because, as usual, whenever I make money from YouTube, I don't just want to like spend it, and when it's like when I've been spending too much on my credit card, I'm like, I don't want YouTube to be what bails me out. Like, I like YouTube to contribute either back into itself like a business, or I want YouTube to contribute to my future. I just feel really lucky and blessed, if we want to use that word, to receive money from doing something that I'm so passionate about. So in order to like honor that, I feel like it's important that I treat this money with so much respect and not take it for granted. So I'm gonna take $1,500 from my checking and put that into my YouTube money account. Now, I used to take money off of my YouTube checks and put them into my YouTube tax account. But the thing is right now, somehow that account is at $3,333.33. So it's threes across the board. I talked about this in my last monthly money update, but 333 is one of my favorite angel numbers. So I'm not messing with that. Until the interest kicks in and changes that number, I am not touching that account because I love seeing it at 3333333. So I'm just leaving it there. Yeah. So that's that for YouTube. I hope that was interesting to see a little bit more behind the scenes of like what I'm getting paid. I hope that's interesting for you guys. Now let's talk about the next thing that is sitting in my checking account, which is my tax return. Now this year, I was not expecting to get any money back from my taxes. In fact, I thought I would be owing money, but I guess because of working from home and running YouTube as a business, I actually got to expense a lot of things and I earned money back from my taxes, which is so amazing. Shout out to my accountant for figuring that out because taxes scare the shit out of me and I never would have been able to figure that out. Taxes is another thing. If you guys are familiar with my personal finance content, you know that I don't like to take what I call free money or like unexpected money for granted, okay? So I'm not gonna take this tax return and cover my spending with it. No, no, no. This tax return is going straight into my emergency fund so that I can reach my goals quicker. If I still had debt, this would be going to paying off my debt. Like it's just so important to me that I take this bonus money and put it towards future Zoe. Like, I'm not always the smartest with my money, but at least this is a decision that I can feel good about. So I'm going to take that money and put it into my Wealthsimple account, and I need to grab my phone to do that. Okay, so I do all of my banking through Wealthsimple on my phone because it's just so easy. I'm gonna share my screen and show you guys this because last time I tried to share my screen, it didn't work. Okay, so I go into my Wealthsimple app. It knows my Face ID. And this is where I am keeping my emergency fund. So when you're saving for an emergency fund, you want it to be not invested, you want it to be easily accessible in case of an emergency. So I choose to use the Wealthsimple cash account, which earns 0.5% interest. It used to be a 0.75, it recently went down to 0.5, but what can you do? So this is where I'm saving for my emergency fund. It's also where I have my car savings. They're kind of looped into one right now, which some people are gonna comment and be like, whatever, I don't care. I'm sorry, I'm so hyper right now. It must be the coffee. Anyways, I take the money from Wealthsimple, so I will show you guys. You press, okay, what do I do on this? Okay, you press on the account and then you press fund this account, add or move funds. Okay, so then you press submit. It takes a day for your transfer to work, and then you get all this money that rains down on the screen. It's really fun. And then it asks you to refer a friend. Not right now. But if you guys do want to check out Wealthsimple, I have a link down below. It gets you like money instantly for signing up. So if you live in Canada and you want to sign up for that, click the link down below. It also supports my channel, which I really appreciate, and I genuinely use and love this product. So that's that. I have moved that money into my emergency fund. We feel good about that. And now my checking account will be back to its wimpy state. But that's it. I don't like having money in my checking account when I know I can't or shouldn't spend it. I like all of my money to have a place to go so that it like feels good, and just, I don't know if that makes sense, but I just think on YNAB they say give every dollar a job. I remember that from YNAB when I used it, but I don't use it anymore. But I will say every dollar needs to have a home. And if it doesn't have a home, it's just gonna go willy-nilly. So I really like to get money out of my checking account so that I don't think about it, that I don't spend it. Once I have money in a savings account, especially my Wealthsimple account that's like not even connected to my bank, it's like totally separate, I don't think about it. I'm not tempted to spend it. Like, that money's for future Zoe. So I'm pretty good about that, and I'm grateful that I'm good about that. And now let's get into the American Express, which is the embarrassing part of this video. The reason I'm so about this is because, one, I started the month of June so strong with like putting nothing on my Amex, and then I just started online shopping. I bought bathing suits, I bought underwear, and things just add up so quickly, and before you know it, your bill is due and you owe $1,800. What? Even if I had gotten paid, I would not have enough money to cover this bill. Like, that's disgusting, Zoe. Like, anyways, so I've devised a plan, and it's not a good one, but it's what I'm gonna do. So here's the thing, you guys. I could take money from my YouTube account to cover this. I could. I could take money from that tax return to cover this. I could. But then I wouldn't be learning my lesson, right? It's like bailing myself. It's like the part of me that's good, bailing myself out for the part of me that's bad. And I kind of just want to punish myself a little bit. I kind of want to make myself suffer. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, like probably not, but I just want to try this and see if it works to kind of reduce my spending and be like that kick in the head that I need. So I am so against carrying a balance on your credit card because the interest rate is so high, but I do have a line of credit with a much lower interest rate. I still somehow, they haven't taken it away from me yet, I still have a student line of credit with a 4% interest rate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer the amount of my Amex balance from my line of credit to my checking account, then use that to pay off my American Express. So like I said, my Amex is at $1,800. So I'm going to transfer from my line of credit to my checking account, $1,800. Transfer now. I haven't used this line of credit in almost a year since I paid it all off. So I'm technically going back into debt, which is crazy, but what can you do? So now from my checking to my Amex, let's pay off this American Express. So just like that, you guys, I am back in debt of $2,000 pretty much. Now, I know I'll be able to get myself out of this in a matter of a few months. I really need to reel in my spending in order to get this back on track. Obviously, I'll take you guys along with me on like how it feels and like getting back on track. But yeah, like this was hard for me to film, and going into filming this video, I knew that this was something that I was going to do, and I was like, this is so embarrassing to like put that on the internet. Like, I was so proud of myself for getting myself out of debt. I like went crazy, spoiled myself for getting out of debt, and like now I'm back in debt. And obviously it's not like the same amount of debt. It's not $40,000, it's $2,000, but, and it's, I know I'll pay it off quickly, but it's more, I'm sweating. I am getting anxious right now. It's just the principle of it all, and that people like in my life will tell me like, oh, you're so good with your finances, or like I have friends that are like, oh, you're so inspiring, and I'm like, I am a fucking loser who just put herself back in debt because she likes to buy expensive sushi. Like, great. So that's the tea. That is the tea. And there's just one thing left to do for this video, for this monthly finance, and that is pay my rent. So you guys, if I hadn't gotten myself 1 month ahead, I would be in debt even more to pay my rent. But luckily I have enough to cover my rent in my 1 month ahead account. So thank God for that. I'm not a complete fucking idiot. And we can pay my rent. So the 1 month ahead was successful where I took it, I paid my rent, and in the middle of the month, I put the money back into my 1 month ahead account. That was successful, that was great. And because I was successful with that is why I'm able to pay my rent right now. It's also probably why I'm in debt because everything blah, blah, blah. But let's pay my rent. So from my 1 month ahead to my checking, let's do it. $1,300 is my rent, well, $1,350. So let's submit, and then I'm gonna send it to my landlord. That's it. So that is what I have been dreading doing. It honestly sucked, but at least it's done. And from now on, I just need to pay off that debt, get all the money back into my 1 month ahead, and just keep moving forward. Obviously, when I get paid, that's gonna make a huge difference because I didn't get paid for a week. So when I receive my paycheck, that's gonna help. The other thing is starting in August, so literally next month, next time I pay rent, my rent is going up by $150 because I'm getting a parking space. So my expenses are going up. Like, I really need to reel it in. Anyways, I didn't put any money into savings this month. As you guys saw, normally I want to put $1,000 into my savings, but at least I used my tax return and I put that into savings. So I'm not going to put money into savings this month. I'm going to focus on saving up now, paying off that line of credit / credit card debt, and getting back 1 month ahead. So that's that. Thank you guys so much for watching this monthly money. I hope it was interesting, helpful in some way, entertaining to watch me struggle. Anyways, like I said, please let me know in the comments if you are still enjoying these videos. If you're enjoying them, I'll keep them coming. If they're getting repetitive and boring, I'll keep my struggles to myself. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate and love you guys. Hope you're having a fabulous day. I'll talk to you all soon.